Hey everyone, Linda here. Welcome back to AdoreR. Hope everyone's been doing good and staying safe. Sorry I've been missing in action. Yeah, I haven't been reading that much. That's why I haven't posted any videos. I haven't been doing it. I have not been in the mood to read. I think I got another one of them slumps coming on. I don't think 2021 is going to be my year to be reading over 40 books this year. Yeah, it has not been going too good. But I was like, let me get up here and do a video because I did finish 5 books off of my TBR. So yeah, this is going to be my March and April wrap up because I don't think I'm going to read another book before this month is out. So this is my March and April wrap up, and I only read 5 books between March and April. Yeah. So let's get started. First off, I have The Captain and the Wallflower. This is a Harlequin historical romance or Mill and Boon romance. And this was on Captain Kane Morley and Lady Grace or Grace Renfair. Kane has been scarred in the war, and he got a scar on his face, and so when he returned home, he was engaged to be married, but once his fiance saw his face, she cried out. She was like, "No, I don't want to marry you. Yeah, your face is scarred. Yeah, you know how they do it." So this is a common trope in some of these books where the hero's been scarred and the fiance don't want to marry him, and then he end up marrying somebody else. So that's how he meet Grace. He said he don't want to meet a woman who thinks she's beautiful or whatever. He just want to meet a regular female, and because his uncle is pressuring him to get married, but he really don't want to get married, but his uncle is pressuring him. So he said he's gonna find him a woman she's quiet. I guess you can call her a wallflower, and he's going to marry her. So he ends up going to this party that's been thrown. I don't know who threw in the party. And Grace has been, she looked like she's homely because her uncle has been locking her up and keeping her locked up and barely feeding her, and people have been asking about her, like where she, wondering where she at, or has he done something to her. So he finally lets her come out and go to this party so that people can quit thinking that he's killed her or whatever. And that's how she ends up meeting Kane, and he proposes there right at the ball, right on the spot. And her uncle is not having it. He don't want her to get married. But I'm not going to go any further with that. But it's a little mystery going on here. The love story was okay. It wasn't nothing special going on. I gave it 3.5 stars because I did enjoy the story. I kept coming back because I wanted to know what was going on, because like I said, there's a mystery going on here, because it's going to be 2 attempts at murder going on up in here. But I'm not going to go any further. And the romance was okay. But I didn't get into the 2 main characters that well, enough to be like, yeah, I'm really enjoying these 2 characters, because I didn't have a favorite character out of here. I always got to have a favorite character. I didn't have, it usually be the hero or the female, but either one of them didn't do it for me. But I did enjoy the story. It was very interesting because I wanted to find out who's trying to kill who and what was going on. I was really interested in it, and I like Lynn Stone writing. I gave this a 3.5 stars, but do I want to read it again? No. Like I said, there was no favorite moments for me. There was no favorite character in this for me. So no, it wasn't enough to make me want to go back and say, I'm going to keep this. It's a keeper for me because I want to go back and read it. No, I don't want to read it again. And I gave that 3.5 stars. Next, I did a reread. Linda Howard is one of my favorite authors from back in the day when she used to write for Silhouette. So I reread this, and this is A Cutting Edge by Linda Howard, and it's a Silhouette special edition, number 260. And this was on Brent Rutledge and Tessa Conway. This is kind of like some intrigue going on at the office. Somebody is stealing something at the, I think are they money laundering, or are they stealing? I think they're stealing money or something. And Brent been tasked to come to the company where Tessa work at and find out what is going on, who's been embezzling. I put it like embezzling money from this company, and everybody is a suspect. Even Tessa is a suspect. And Brent see her walking down the hall one day, and he's very attracted to her, and then he think he's gonna talk to her, and maybe he can find out, a little something on the people in the company. Because I think does she work in accounting? Is it accounting or is she a secretary? I can't remember. And Brent asked her out, and it goes from there, because then he started falling for her and she started falling for him. But what got me on this one, I gave this 3.5 stars. I didn't give it a high 3.5 stars. When I read it back in the day, I really enjoyed it. But yeah, if you don't like a alpha male, he's very aggressive. And instant love, because she act like they went out on 2 days. She act like she was in love with him already. I was like, what is really going on? And he was saying some stuff that I was like, really, Brent? Like he was yeah, he could be over the top alpha male going on. If you don't like them alpha male characters, because that's what Linda Howard usually writes. She has a strong alpha male character. But I did enjoy the story. It was interesting. Some of the stuff that was going on, I was like, no. But if you don't like alpha male characters, this won't be for you, because he's kind of over the top alpha male. And if you don't like instant love, you probably won't like this either. But I gave it 3.5 stars, and it's Linda Howard, The Cutting Edge, a Silhouette Special Edition. And I will keep it. Like I said, it didn't have those special moments either, but I will keep it because I like Linda Howard, and I'm collecting her silhouette books. So I will be keeping this, because it was already in my keeper pile. Because I had, like I said, I read this back in the day. When was this printed? Like I got most of Linda Howard books when she wrote for Silhouette, and the ones I don't have, I'm gonna go and see can I find them and collect them. This was written back in 1985, The Cutting Edge. But I like her writing. I enjoyed the story, but yeah, it got kind of over the top there a little bit. But Linda Howard, The Cutting Edge. And let's see when this was published. This was published in, see here. This was published in 2012. Oh, 2012. I thought it was further back than that, but that's 2012. Yeah, don't look at my nails. My nails all messed up. I was intent to fix my nails before I did filming, but it didn't happen. That didn't happen either. My nails are all messed up. And next I got Tangled Lies by Ann Stuart, and this is a Harlequin Intrigue. This is book number 5 in the Harlequin Intrigue series. And I'm trying to collect, I think it was all the books with this cover, with the little yellow on the top here. I'm going to do a little haul and show you the books that I've collected so far. I think they stopped doing this cover at book number 70 something. I'm not for sure, but I have to go back and find out. But I'm trying to collect all the books with this cover with the little yellow cutout at the top. Well, marking at the top. And this book right here, yeah, this book right here. This is on Rachel Chandler, and what is his name? Ben O'Hanlon. But this book, because Rachel is going to come to Hawaii to see, she thinks she's going to see her brother, Emmett. Because her brother has been missing for like 15 years. He was in some kind of, with some kind of protesting party or something, and a bomb blew up, and he's been on the run ever since then. Because it looked like they were going to blow up something, and I think he's been on the run. And he finally shows up in Hawaii, and she goes to Hawaii to see him because she was young when he left. I think she may have been her 10 or 12 or something like that. But what got me, Rachel was getting on my nerve. Because you haven't seen your brother in, what, over 15, I don't know how many years. But you're going to come there acting like you don't even know him. He's a stranger. But she was just acting like a kid to me. I don't know. Maybe she's in her 20s or whatever. And Emmett's supposed to be in his 40s, I think. But Emmett is not really Emmett. Emmett, the guy, is going to be a guy impersonating Emmett. Because he's looking for the guy who's impersonating Emmett. He's looking for him. But you'll know that when you read the synopsis. Because it's going to say she's going to be catching feelings for her brother. So you know it can't be really her brother. But that just threw me off too. I was like, what? She going to be falling for her brother? Because she thinks it's her brother. But we know, the reader know that it's not her brother. Because when you start reading this, you're going to figure it out that he's not really her brother. But when she come there, she's just acting like hugging out on him. And I don't know. You're not going to be hugging a stranger. Because you, even though I know you love your brother and everything there, but you haven't seen him in a while, it's going to be some kind of restraint going on until you get to know him, until y'all can get back into the vibe of y'all being brother. But no, yeah, I was like, what is really going on? So that's what most of this book is going to be about, is her catching feeling for her so-called brother and her trying to like figure out what is going on, and then she going to eventually, or I don't know if she's going to find out, I forgot what happened, how she found out that he wasn't really her brother, and then it's going to be her trying to, you know, talk to him about, you know, her trying to stop him from trying to find her brother or whatever. So it's going to go from there. I gave this 3 stars because it threw me off. She threw me off. I couldn't get into her character, the main female character. No. It didn't do it for me. But I'm going to keep this book. Like I said, I'm trying to collect the Harlequin Intrigue in this cover. So I will keep the book, but this one didn't do it for me. I gave this 3 stars. Yeah. They were, like I said, it was on Rachel Chandler, and the guy in here is Ben O'Hanlon. And this is an older guy, younger female going on. Because like I said, he's in his 40s and she's in her 20s. And then you had the brother-sister thing going on, which he really wasn't her brother. Yeah. Next, I read The Harlot, Countess by Johanna Shupe. This is book number... What book is this? This is book number 2 in the Wicked Deceptions series. I gave this 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed this. This is on Salmon Barrett and Maggie Hawkins. Maggie... this is going to be a scandal going on because I think Maggie was in her come out season and something happened and her reputation was ruined. And she was, her and Ben, her and Simon were kind of tight, you know, because he was getting ready to propose to her. But when that happened, he backed off and she never forgave him for that because he never did go and ask her what happened or if it was really true. And so I think 15 years pass or whatever, and she ends up marrying an older guy, and he passes away, and that's when she come back to society and she meets Simon again, and they, you know, they still have feelings for each other, but they're trying to fight it because she's still mad at him because he didn't try to help her when all this stuff broke out concerning her. And so it's just going to be about them catching feelings, them getting to know each other again, and then finally coming to terms, finding out what really happened. And it's also going to be some blackmail going on in here. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the 2 main characters. I really like Johanna Shupe writing, so I will continue with this series. Like I said, this was book 2 in the Wicked Deception series. I don't know if I'm going to read it in order, because I think you can read it out of order, because I had no problem reading book 2. You know, I mentioned on here before, I be reading all out of order, so I had no problem with this. I think you probably can read them all out of order, so I'm just going to go through and find the other in the series and read the synopsis and see do I want to check them out, because I really did enjoy this. I gave this 4.5 stars. I think I gave this 4.5 stars. Let me look on it. I got it, wrote it down here. I gave it 4 stars. I enjoyed it. I would keep it. Next I have Julie Rowe, Lethal Game. This is from her Biological Response Team series. This is book number 2. I really enjoyed this one too. It started out real slow. I was like, oh my goodness, am I going to be able to finish this? Because I was putting this down. But as I got on into the middle of it, and then the couple finally got together, it picked up from there. I really enjoyed it. I gave this 4 stars. I think I gave this 4 stars too. Yeah, I gave this 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. This is gonna Sophie, because Sophie, she's a captain in the army. This is a military romance. Both of them are in the military. He's a sergeant in the military, and he's been hurt and he finally coming back off of leave from being hurt, and he's been put back on active duty to be her bodyguard because she works in a lab. She's a chemist. She's a hematologist, but she's working with chemicals because they got this terrorist going around who trying to cause a pandemic because he's trying to come up with some kind of disease that he can put out into the world so he can kill a lot of people because his the terrorist family has, I guess he's saying that America killed his did something, his family got killed or his wife or something got killed, and now he's trying to take revenge on the whole world, I guess. And she's trying to find out, she's trying to stop him, she's trying to find out what these what kind of biological chemicals he's using or whatever, because I think it's a population in some part of over there in I don't know where they're at, but they're not in America, they are overseas. And I think some refugees or something have caught this disease that he's trying to put out into the world, and she's gonna go over, she's already over there trying to find out what is going on. And that's how she meets Connor. His name is Connor Button, and he's gonna be her bodyguard while she's over there. And I like this one because she has a medical problem, I forgot what you call it, but she got that problem where if you cut yourself you could bleed to death or something like that, because she easy the bruise, or she can get bruised real bad and she can be bleeding on the inside. So I haven't read anything where actually the main female character could actually die from her blood disease or whatever. But I really enjoyed this. Like I said, it started out slow and then it just picked up. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed both of the main characters, and I will be continuing with this series because, like I said, I enjoyed it. I enjoy her writing. She's a good writer. And this is Julie Rowe, Lethal Game. And I'm just going to go back and see how many books she got in the series and read the synopsis of those and see which ones I want to read. I don't think you have to read this in order either. I think I don't know if all the books are going to be on this because this kind of ended on, it's not going to be on the same couple. The other books are on different couple. But, well, I'm not going to tell you what happened. I'll just let you read it. I really enjoyed it. Gave it 4 stars. And I got this at a book signing. I think I might have told you that already, but I got this signed. It was signed by Julie Rowe. I don't forgot what year that I went to this. This book was published back in 2015. I don't know. I went to when we were having the book fairs, and that's where I got this book. And I done had it for quite a while, maybe back in 2000. I don't remember, but it was a while back that I had this, and I was like, I finally read it. Let me see when this was published. This was published back in May of 20. Sorry, my camera went out. This was published back in May of 2015. And it got the Countess and Duchess, the Harlot, Countess, and the Lady Hellion. So I go back and see, can I find the Countess and Duchess and the Lady Hellion and read the synopsis of those and see, do I want to read those. But yeah, that's all I got for now. This is my March, April 2021 wrap up. I had Lethal Game by Julie Rowe. The Harlot, Countess by Johanna Shupe. I rated both of these 4 stars. These are the ones I really enjoyed out of my 5 books. Highly recommend these 2. I also recommend Linda Howard if you like the alpha male and insta love. You might enjoy it, but these are my 2 high rated books. All the rest of them I rated 3. I rated this 3, I rated that 3, and I rated this 3.5. So that's all I have for now. Those are all the books I read between May and April. I'm going to show you the books that I plan on reading in May. They're from my TBR. I plan on reading. I've started reading some of this. I'm on page 13. It's going pretty good. This was interesting because the main male character in this book, he owned his own puppet show. He like a Jim Henson. Is it Jim Henson who do the Muppets? And you know, he started his own Muppet company. So this guy, he got his own Muppet company. So I was like, that sounds interesting. Let me give it a try. So I'm on, this is book number 59 in the Harlequin Intrigue. I'll probably be having some Harlequin Intrigue in my TBRs from now on. So I'm trying to read them. So like I said, I'm collecting these. So I'm reading on that. I'm going to also read A Heart of Blood and Ashes by Miller Vane. Hopefully I'll get to this. And this, how many pages in this book? This 500 and some pages. So I hope it, I heard people say it start out real slow. So that might not be too good for me, but then they say it picks up, so we'll see. A Heart of Blood and Ashes. Next I got Michelle Willingham, To Sin with a Viking. This is book number 1 in the Forbidden Viking series, and this is book number 1 in the Gathering of Dragons series. And then I done had this book forever. Finally going to try to read it next month, and this is Woman on the Run by Lisa Marie Rice. Because I think I read most of Lisa Marie Rice books till I just read out, and so I just never got to this. So I'm going to give it a try. Because I think I had quite a few of her books. Yeah, I got stuck on reading Lisa Marie Rice. And like I said, I read myself out, and I never made it to Woman on the Run. So finally getting to it. So I hope I can get all of these. I only have 4 books to read for May that I'm going to try to read, and if I finish them, I'll move on to another book from my TBR. But these are from my TBR, and I picked these to read. I wrote all the books down and cut them out and fold them up and put them in a cup, and I was just pulling out names for me to read, and these 4 came out. So hopefully I can finish these in May. So that's all I have for now. What have you been reading? How's your 2021 reading going so far? Are you on the roll, or are you stuck like me? Or are you just like, yeah, I'm not feeling it? But let me know what you've been reading. Let me know if you've had any 5-star reads, and how's your reading going. Are you on the roll, or are you just so-so? So that's all I have for now, and until next time, keep reading those romances, and I'll see you all later. Bye.